broadcasting more than 2,000 games live and archived in 15 sports in over 10 counties in western Pennsylvania, as well as being the exclusive home for all the WPIAL playoffs and championships for nearly 2 decades. Anytime, anywhere, always there. We are the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Welcome to exclusive coverage of the 2018 WPIAL basketball playoffs, only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. The Path to the Peak at tribhssn.triblive.com is sponsored by UPMC Sports Medicine, home of the Stay Strong and Play On program. By Seton Hill University, This Way Up. By Excella Health, proud sponsor of the Trib High School Sports Network studios. By AstroTurf. By Carlow University, sponsor of the 2018 WPIAL Girls Basketball Playoffs. And by Trib Total Media.
From the Petersen Event Center in Oakland in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's the 2018 WPIAL Basketball Championships on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. I am Sean Saputo. I'm joined alongside Lee Mohn as we get ready for the Class 5A championship game between the Gateway Gators, the 7 seed, and the 8 seed Oakland Catholic Eagles. Cinderella is on its way here in the 5A matchup, Lee, of the championships.
Hard to believe you get a 7 and 8 seed. Where's that coming from? Is Oakland Catholic and Gateway pulling off the upsets here? Gateway, their first ever championship game here, and Oakland Catholic coming in losing last year in the championship game, trying to win it for the 15th time overall.
It was a heartbreaking defeat last year for Oakland Catholic to the Chartiers Valley Colts, a final score of 52-36, as Oakland Catholic made its way to the championship game this year by eliminating number 1 seed Trinity on its way to the championship, and then in the semifinal round ended up defeating the Mars Fighting Planets to make its way to this championship game. For the Gateway Gators, the quarterfinal round went up against the foe that split the season series with the two, and it was a win against the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars in overtime, that final score 57-54, and then in the semifinals defeating the past champions, the Chartiers Valley Colts, did the Gateway Gators. And one player you have to key in on if you're Oakland Catholic is the 6'3 sophomore Lexi Jackson.
Yeah, Lexi Jackson, you don't see too many 6'3 sophomores. She is the real deal, and they got to keep it, like you said, keep an eye on her. But really, the story of this team is also the D1 recruit in Jordan Edwards. She's going to Niagara, and they have to find a way to control her somehow.
Yeah, and if you look at the Oakland Catholic side, a team that includes a player from last year's Gateway team that transferred over, Sierra Christian, joining the Oakland Catholic Eagles this year, and now she has to go up against her original team, and Sierra Christian with a fantastic semifinal round, 15 points, 15 rebounds against the Mars Fighting Planets.
Well, the good thing is Sierra's already done it twice this year, so it's not like, oh no, I'm going to have nervous, I got to try to prove something. Well, she already did it twice, so this is like, okay, it's a nonchalant thing. We already done this, let's just go through it. But a lot more on the line than the first 2 meetings.
Well, these two teams are really on a roll as of late. If you look at Gateway, currently on a 14-game winning streak. The last loss came to Oakland Catholic. That was back on January the 11th. Oakland Catholic won 39-32, and then these two teams met just 3 weeks later against the Gateway in Gateway. That game on February 1st, won by the Gators 37-35. And for Gateway, after defeating the previous champions in Chartiers Valley, making it here for the first time since 1982 into a WPIAL championship game. It's going to be all about defense. This team has allowed under 40 points 19 out of 25 games this year and has allowed under 50 in 22 of the 25.
Well, Oakland Catholic has let under 50 19 out of the 22 times. So do you think this might be a defensive game?
You would have to think.
Yeah, this is going to be an ugly, ugly game. If you like true defensive basketball, in your face, man-to-man defense, you're going to love this game because this is the way these two teams play.
Oakland Catholic is in search of its 7th WPIAL championship. Won the title from 99, 2000, 2001, and 2002. Decided to take a couple years off from winning a WPIAL title, and then won it again in 05 and 06, and then of course the trip last year versus the Chartiers Valley Colts, which ended in a 52-36 loss. Oakland Catholic this year had to do it though from the 8th seed and ends up making it here. And the Gateway Gators coming from the 7th seed. Both these teams in the same conference finished behind Thomas Jefferson in section play and get the chance to face each other for the WPIAL championship today. Starting lineups will be coming up shortly.
And we always at the championship games have the live national anthems, and I love the live national anthems for the high school chance to showcase some of the talent around the WPIAL, not basketball, but singing also.
With the singing of the national anthem, the singing done this afternoon by West Oakland sophomore Grace and Rojas.
Now we send it to the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Grace and Rojas.
Yeah, and that is why you always stay tuned to a live national anthem at the championship, Sean. It's a great job there.
Grace Ann Rojas singing the anthem, and now we will send it down to public address announcer Dawn Rebel for the starting lineups for this Class 5A championship.
With a record of 17-8 and victories over South Bayette, Trinity, and Mars on their path to the Pete, against the Gateway Gators with a record of 22-3. Gateway with wins over Ringgold, Thomas Jefferson, and Chartiers Valley on their path to the Pete. Now let's meet the starters. First for the Gateway Gators. A 5'7" junior, number 13, Jenna Guido. 6'3" sophomore, number 14, Lexi Jackson. A 5'10" junior, number 34, Mary Kromka. A 5'9" freshman, number 35, Maya Paquette. And a 5'8" senior, number 11, Jordan Edwards. The head coach of the Gateway Gators, Curtis Williams. And now the starters for the Oakland Catholic Eagles. A 5'10" junior, number 2, Jade Boyd. A 5'7" junior, number 10, Alexis Sestrick. A 5'10" sophomore, number 11, Sierra Christian. 6' junior, number 41, Sierra D'Angelo. And a 5'7" senior, number 23, Abby Peachin. The head coach of the Oakland Catholic Eagles, Shannon Kearney. Our officials for this afternoon's championship game, Tamika Howard, Doug Travis, and Alex Beck. And our official scorekeeper, Nick Murray.
And thank you to Dawn Rebel for the starting lineups. And again, they go as such. It's Jade Boyd, Alexis Sestrick, Sierra Christian, Abby Peachin, and Sierra D'Angelo for Oakland Catholic. And for Gateway, Jordan Edwards, Jenna Guido, Lexi Jackson, Mary Kromka, and Maya Paquette.
Is that the same Dawn Rebel that works for Trib Live?
That it is.
He's also doing PA announcer. Wow.
Dawn does it all.
I'll tell you.
Oakland Catholic in the white uniforms, Gateway in the black uniforms with the gold numbers as Gateway wins the opening tip. Quick pass down, driving right baseline, kicking it down low and laying it up and missing her first attempt. It was Lexi Jackson, and now a scrum for the ball, and it goes out of bounds. And Oakland Catholic will take over for its first possession of the night.
Very young team, both these teams. Oakland Catholic with only 2 seniors, and Gateway, the only senior on this team, Jordan Edwards. 7 freshmen on this Gateway team.
Motion around the arc for Oakland Catholic, and now it's a spot up 3 from the left wing. No good. Rebounded inside by Sestrick. She tries to toss it inside, and now a tie-up down low between Kromka and Peachin, and the possession arrow stays with the Eagles.
So Gateway decides to come out in his zone.
Inbound pass from underneath the basket for Peachin. Lobs one inside for D'Angelo. She whiffs on it, and now it heads to the left wing side. Another chance from 3. That one off back rim, no good. And rebounded inside by Sierra D'Angelo. Her layup, no good. And rebound inside by Jackson. Jade Boyo for 2 early on the threes.
Gateway got to do a better job boxing out Oakland Catholic. Way too many opportunities. Couldn't convert.
Jordan Edwards running the offense. Finds Guido on the left wing. Waits for a screen from Jackson, but instead passes it off. Her pass to Edwards. She's guarded tightly by Peachin, and now driving inside is Jackson. Stops on the left block. She's tied up with D'Angelo. And possession arrow to the Gators.
Yeah, got in trouble as she was driving. Good double team there. Get the alternate possession. Is going to stay Gateway ball, though.
Gateway Gators 22-3 on the season, the 7th seed. As the inbound pass is stolen away by Jade Boyd, and a foul is called.
I believe that's going to go on Jordan Edwards laying on the ground, and she was trying to reach for that ball. Will go on Jordan, her first. It's hard to believe a 22-3 team, a 7 seed. But I'm glad I'm not on the committee. See it like that. The WPIAL had a tough time with that.
It was a loaded 5A this year. Gateway and Oakland Catholic finishing 2nd and 3rd in Section 2 in Class 5A. behind the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. It was Oakland Catholic in third, Gateway in second. So the committee said, well, might as well put them on the winning side of the bracket, as the pass inside by Christian is stolen away by Edwards, and Gateway runs in transition. No numbers, however, but Edwards decides to try to take it herself, and she's blocked out of bounds. Gateway holds possession with 6:28 left on the clock in the first quarter.
Yeah, good hands there by Jade Boyd to come up with that block, knock it out of bounds.
Inbound pass underneath the basket.
What a surprise, no score, first minute and a half.
Two defensive teams in pass, and there's the first points of the night. Maya Paquette on the assist from Jordan Edwards. 2-0 Gateway.
Got around D'Angelo. D'Angelo a little slow to the spot.
Paquette did not score in the semifinal matchup against the Chartiers Valley Colts. Has the first two here at the Pete. With the ball, Boyd sends it off to Peachin on the right wing. Now motion around the arc. Boyd catches it in the far left corner. Dribbling around the perimeter, sends it back to the top of the key where Sestrick gives it back to Boyd. A zone defense for the Gators. And now a pass atop. Now a wide open right wing three off front rim, off back rim, rebound inside by Christian. And then she is fouled from behind. And it will be an inbounds for Oakland Catholic, who has been dominant on the glass early on.
Another offensive rebound, but they just can't convert. They're 0 for 3 from the three-point land so far.
Hierarching inbound to Peachin. Now Boyd wanted the three. Already 0 for 2 from behind the perimeter tonight.
And Christian wanted the ball inside. She had position.
Top of the key, Peachin. Guarded tightly. Now a switch, sent back over to Sestrick. Sestrick drives left lane, and she is swatted out of bounds by Alexi Jackson. Her first block of the night, and out of bounds.
Sean Gateway doing a great job switching not one but two and really picking up what you need to do with those switches. Everybody rotating nicely.
5:15 left first quarter, 2-0 Gators. Christian from the left wing, she can shoot the three. Decides to hand it off. Now Boyd to the corner. Peachin dribbles in, bounces back out, reset for Oakland Catholic at the second tee on the center court logo. Getting a screen from D'Angelo was Sestrick. Over to Boyd in the left wing, and now regrouping with Sestrick. 4:49 left first quarter. Two slow-moving offenses trying to find the open space. Now a pass to Boyd. Her three from the left wing. That one no good. Rebounded in the left corner by Kromka. And now pushing ahead is Gateway. 4-on-4. Pull-up jumper from the right elbow. No good. Rebounded inside by D'Angelo. Sierra D'Angelo has played well in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, I thought Edwards was going to just take it to the rack, but she decided to pull up.
They continue to move with the basketball. Now inside, Christian drives right lane. That one no good. Jackson corrals the rebound. Sierra D'Angelo had 13 points and 13 rebounds in the quarterfinal matchup against South Fayette. 3:58 left first quarter, still 2-0. Jackson drives inside, throws up a shot from the left elbow, from the left block, no good. Rebound inside by Christian. She charges ahead. No numbers, but she wants to take it to the rack, and she's fouled, and she'll head to the stripe.
Yeah, Jackson's going to do a better job underneath, though. She's been double-teamed both times, and good take to the hole there. She's getting fouled, but splitting those double teams. So taking it to the hole, go to the line.
First chances at the line tonight for Oakland Catholic, and that one, the first one's good.
They said that foul was on
Jackson.
Jackson, that's what I thought. Team's third here of the first quarter.
Second free throw is good.
I thought I heard a whistle there too. I thought maybe somebody got in the lane early there for a minute.
Now all tied up at 2. Sierra Christian had 15 and 15 in the semifinal, 12 points and 11 in the quarterfinal. Shot by Gateway, no good. Jackson the rebound, but she misses, and now tipped out. Sestrick inside to Peachin. Peachin drives, kicks it to Sestrick on the left block, goes into the paint, nearly loses it. Boyd comes up with it to Christian, and she travels. up fake from the left wing, and she picked up the pivot foot. Turnover Eagles, and Gators take over far sideline.
Yeah, you could just picking up those feet as she was trying to fake out Paquette.
Inbound, Kromka. Now all the way to the near side of the court where Jackson brings the ball ahead. She stops on the left wing, guarded by Christian, the former Gator. Kromka drives, right lane. She collides inside, and a blocking foul is called on the Eagles, and the inbound will come from the far side of the baseline.
Yeah, you better call something because there was a lot of traffic in there and bodies went flying everywhere. Call that on D'Angelo.
Stepped in just about a step too late to draw the charge. Kromka inbounding. Sends it to Jackson, now top of the key for three for the Gators. Off the front of the rim, no good by Edwards. Rebounded inside by Christian. Christian ahead. Peachin bounce pass inside to Christian and lays it in. Sierra Christian with 4, chuck the assist to Abby Peachin. It's 4-2 Eagles.
Great give and go to Jackson. Way to fill the lane.
2:40 left in the first quarter. Edwards with the basketball, looking for a screen from Jackson, decides to drive, throws up a floater from the foul line, no good. Christian collects the rebound. She pushes ahead. She drives on the right side of the hoop. That one no good, and rebounded by Edwards.
The refs are letting him play.
5-on-4 as Christian gets back slowly. Pass over to Kromka on the right wing. Lob down low, looking for Jackson. Stolen away by D'Angelo, but she throws it right back into Jackson, and she gets it poked away. Boyd in transition now. Drives, goes for the right-hand layup. She's blocked by Kromka, and a foul is called, and it's going to the Gators down low.
I think that's going against Oakland Catholic. I think they're going to get Sestrick with the loose ball foul. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they got the block initially, and then Sestrick came and kind of spun Kromka down onto the floor.
It was a 2-on-0 on the other side of the floor, but Jackson's just going to corral that ball, and then finally losing possession on the other end. Good hustle there by the Gators to get back, and Oakland Catholic missed. Sestrick with the loose ball foul. Team second here in the first quarter.
Now a slight press by Oakland Catholic, but backs off. 2-1-2. Now dribbling all the way down to the left corner, to the top of the key. Dribbling around the arc. Garnis.
Yeah, Garnis checked in.
Back to Kromka. Kromka drives left lane, and as the play is blown down, and a foul on the floor against the Eagles.
Foul before the travel, I think. Sproul in the game for the first time, picking up her first foul. Both teams with 3 fouls here in the first quarter.
1:40 left in the first quarter. Pass to Garnis, her shot from the foul line, hits the back of the rim, hits the front, and falls in. Garnis ties it up at 4. When Catholic rolls ahead quickly. Boyd. Over down to the right wing. Sproul dribbles around the arc. Back to Boyd inside. Now a pass back to the top of the key where Sproul dishes around. D'Angelo for 3 from the right wing, and she hits. D'Angelo with 3. It's 7-4 Oakland Catholic.
Boy, it's just great ball movement by Oakland Catholic. Ball never touching the floor, finding the open man.
1 minute left, first quarter. Driving inside and getting stripped of the basketball is Edwards. Last touched out of bounds off Kukuro for the Eagles. As Mia Kukuro has entered the game. Inbound near side of the baseline by Kromka. Kromka floats one and nearly intercepted by Boyd on the inbound and out of bounds. So now Gateway has to inbound from the near sideline.
And Peachin's going to check back in. As does Christian. Yeah, game number 10 of the weekend. 12.
So we continue to move along here at the Pete. All that's left are the Class 6A championships, both boys and girls. Girls at 7 o'clock. North Allegheny versus Peters Township in a 1-2 matchup. And then the 6A boys tonight as Jackson misses that shot, no good. Rebounded ahead, Peachin. Peachin dishes off to Sproul. Sproul stutters. Tries to drive inside. She's stripped of the basketball. And she gets and it was Edwards who came up with it, and diving on top of Edwards from the back around the neck area.
And she's going to get
Was
called for the
Sproul.
foul, too. And Sproul's going to get called for the foul. If she dives for the ball, she's going to get the jump ball. But unfortunately, she dived for the head than trying to get to the ball, and that's where the foul's going to come in. You like the aggressive play, but you got to do a better job at that.
37 seconds left here in the first quarter. A low-scoring game, 7-4 Oakland Catholic leads.
If you like offense, check out Pine Ridge and Penn Hills tonight.
And that's going to be a good one between the 5 and 6 seeds in Class 6A. Edwards gets a screen from Garnis. Sends it over. Right corner 3, air-mailed, rebounded, last touched by Jackson out of bounds. And Oakland Catholic can hold for the last shot. 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Boyd extends the arc. Passes it over. Looking for 3. Stepping up and shooting it. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound inside by Jackson. Jackson tries to charge ahead. One last shot. Edwards from half court. Off the back of the hoop, no good. And it wouldn't have counted anyways as it went off before the buzzer. But we are through one quarter of play in the Class 5A Girls Championship. And the score, Oakland Catholic 7, Gateway 4. You are watching the 2018 WPIAL Girls Basketball Championship, sponsored by Carlow University, here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Second quarter set to get underway from the Petersen Event Center. The score after one, it's Oakland Catholic 7 and Gateway 4. And this game between the 7 and 8 seeds as the Gators are the 7 seed, Oakland Catholic the 8 seed. So you can say that Cinderella's glass slipper is going to fall on somebody here at the Pete today. As you have a 7 and an 8 seed battling, and the 5 and a 6 and the 6-8 boys later.
The scoring recap sponsored by UPMC Sports Medicine is going to be easy at this time.
And a pass looking for Christian on the far near side of the court is easily stolen by Edwards. It was thrown right to her. Now Edwards slowly brings the ball ahead for the Gators. With 7:38 on the clock in the second quarter, driving inside is Kromka. She's blocked from behind by Christian. And now in transition come the Eagles. Boyd takes it herself, dishes it down low, nearly throws it away, but D'Angelo comes up with it with a right corner 3. That one no good. Jackson collects the rebound. She picks up her dribble, floats it to Edwards, and now a regroup for the Gators.
Yeah, you don't want Jackson bringing the ball up from a fast break.
Edwards looking for a screen, gets a screen from Garnis. Now Kromka in the right wing, back to Garnis. Garnis slowly moving, dribbles down, steps back, floats it to Jackson. Jackson from just inside the perimeter, hard off the glass, no good, and Christian collects the rebound. Christian drops it off to Boyd on the right wing, dribbles back, sends it inside to Peachin. Peachin floats it down low for D'Angelo. Back to Christian, right wing 3. Off back rim, no good. Jackson with the rebound. 6:37 left, second quarter. Still 7-4 Oakland Catholic. Heading towards the way these two teams played 2 regular season games this year. Now Garnis. She stops her dribble, dribbles towards the right corner. Bounce pass to Guido. Guido, she's stripped of the basketball, and falling down on it is Sestrick for the steal, and now a foul is called on Garnis.
Boy, great defense there by Sestrick to come up with that turnover, then laying down on the ground, keeping the ball in bounds too, and able to pass that ball off to Christian but get the foul.
Garnis collects her first foul. Christian to do the inbounding.
Team's 4th here.
Boyd. No points yet for Oakland Catholic. Gives it to Christian, back to Kukaro. Now D'Angelo, as Oakland Catholic has gone tall inside with D'Angelo, Christian, and Kukaro. Crossover behind the back dribble by Christian. And now a slight contact foul called on Guido.
So 5 different players now with 1 foul for Gateway.
Oakland Catholic has a tendency to float around with its lineups and use just about everybody. Currently on the court right now, you have Kukaro at 6 foot, D'Angelo at 6 foot, and Christian just a touch under 6 foot at 5'10". So size in to battle against Jackson at 6'3" for Gateway. Boyd with the basketball on the left wing to Kukaro. Excuse me, that was Christian. Now Kukaro has it with a left corner. 3, and Kukaro hits. 2 3-pointers for Oakland Catholic this half. 1 for Kukaro and 1 for D'Angelo. And it's 10-4 Oakland Catholic.
Really impressed with the Oakland Catholic ball movement here today. Really working for good shots around that zone.
Edwards hands it off to Kromka. She drives inside right side. She's hacked by Christian, and Kromka will head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, she's more than hacked. She's pummeled. Kromka got a good step around her. No choice but for Christian to foul. So big hoops here. Baskets coming up here for Gateway, down by 6 early on here.
5:12 left, second quarter. First free throw for Kromka is good. Free throws, something that have, at least I have seen, been a slight issue around the WPIAL this year. A lot of low shooting percentages from the free throw line, especially today.
Yeah, that last game.
And this whole weekend, some high quality players not doing well with the free throw line as Kromka misses the second. It's 10-5. You go back to a couple games that have happened around the WPIAL in these championship games. As near turnover by Boyd as she dribbles back and regroups the offense.
You know, Marcus Hooker last game missing 3 in a row, but fortunate Newcastle knocking off Quaker Valley.
Yeah, Marcus Hooker going 0 for 4 from the line. Amani Johnson from East Allegheny went 3 of 8 from the charity stripe. And then Beavers Bella Posset went 7 of 14 last night. As D'Angelo throws a shot up, no good. Jackson collects the rebound. 3 Division I prospects were at the line this weekend, and it's been a trend. And great job to keep up with a rebound as Kromka goes up again, and she travels.
I like the call.
Drew contact, but they called the travel before.
Yeah, I like the call. Instead of calling the charge, I mean, it's good position in the lane there. Kromka, leaned in. Could have got a charge call, but I like the travel call instead.
4:15 left, second quarter, still 10-5, Oakland Catholic leading. These two teams, neither of them put up 40 points in the 2 matchups between each other. Inside to Kukaro. Kukaro goes up with the right hand, no good. Rebounded easily inside by Kromka. Got inside positioning on Peachin.
I think it's safe to say it's not going to happen today either.
Edwards, she loses her dribble momentarily. She drives, and a foul is going to be called on Boyd as she got a little too handsy on the chance to run inside.
16 foul. Unless something changes here, this game's going to be in the 30s like the first 2.
Those 2 final scores this season, 39-32. Oakland Catholic won on January the 11th. And on February the 1st, it was Gateway winning 37-35. Around the arc, dribbling, passing it over is Edwards to the right wing. Now inside to Jackson. She goes with the left, and she's blocked by Christian, her second of the night. And ahead comes Boyd. Boyd crossover dribbles, step back 3, top of the key. She's short. Rebounded, though, by Sestrick. She drives inside, and she draws contact on the left block, and she'll head to the line.
That would have brought the house down if she would have hit that 3. What a move there by Jade Boyd. With the long rebound, good hustle there by Sestrick and getting into the lane and pulling up that, getting the foul off. Again, offensive rebounding.
We're talking about, if we're here at the Petersen Event Center, you're talking about great crossovers that have happened either to or against the Panthers, and that was the first free throw good by Sestrick. Go back to the Big East tournament when Kemba Walker had that same kind of move on Gary McGee Step back three at the buzzer to win in the Big East tournament. As Sestrick makes 2 from the line. 3:28 left in the second. Oakland Catholic leads 12-5. Edwards holding the ball on the high right wing, waiting to run the offense, and for Gateway, it's just been a lot of passing around the perimeter. Now an attempt to drive, but again, dropping off at the perimeter. Step back three by Edwards. That one off the side of the hoop, no good, and Kukuro collects the board. Boyd ahead. She's contacted, floats inside, and now back to the perimeter in a slow regroup for the Eagles.
Thought maybe he was going to get that touch foul by Jenkins, but no call.
Boyd in the pit logo, sends it to Sestrick. Now back to Boyd, and now Christian. Motions around to Boyd. Boyd inside to Sestrick. Drives baseline. She falls down. Coming up with it is Edwards, and they tie up. Possession arrow goes to the Gators.
Yeah, Sestrick, it looks like she just fell. Ball loose. Good hustle. Get the alternate possession going to Gateway. Another substitution checking back in as Paquette checks back in for Gateway.
Paquette and Garnis have the only 2 field goals for the Gators in this one. Inbound. Paquette. And now it's Kromka running the offense instead of Edwards. Kromka crosses over on Christian, gets a free lane to the hoop. She throws up a hard floater, no good. Christian collects the rebound, and Kromka pulls her down.
Should be a 1-on-1 situation, shouldn't it? Yep. 17 foul the half.
And a timeout is called by the Gators.
I want to remind everybody this game and the broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of WPIAL and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the listening audience, and any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of the WPIAL and the Trib Live High School Sports Network is strictly prohibited.
And remember, if you're a working professional ready to move up in your career, Seton Hill University has a program just for you. Seton Hill's adult degree program offers flexible undergraduate degree courses in areas like accounting, criminal justice, business, and human services. The adult degree program has 5 start dates a year and offers convenient course times, financial aid, a 96% placement rate, and career services for life. Register for our next info session and learn more at setonhill.edu/ADP. Seton Hill University, this way up.
Did you say 96%?
Yes.
Placement rate? 96%. Wow.
That's what the read says. 96%.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
I'm going to quit my job, go back to college, and get a real one.
Hey.
I like it. Go to Seton Hill.
There it is. The Griffiths. Christian's free throw on the 1-and-1. Hits about every part of the rim and falls. She has 5 of the 13 for Oakland Catholic, as it's now 13-5 Eagles with 2:22 left in the second. Second free throw for Christian is clean. 6 points, 4 from the stripe for Christian. 14-5 Eagles. Played great defense in the playoffs, which is why they've gotten here.
And they're continuing tonight.
Slowed up a Trinity team that many may have thought was going to win this. Inside, they're forcing it inside to Jackson. Stolen away by Sestrick, floats one ahead. Edwards going up with Boyd, and the 2 collide. And
I think they're going to get Boyd from the back.
This is going to be interesting as to where they call this foul. Both went into it.
My guess is they call Boyd and be 1-on-1 for Gateway.
And they did.
Yeah, Boyd was behind. That pass was a little short, and she reached from behind, forcing. Got a part of the Gateway player. Jade's going to say, what do you mean? What'd I do? But just good hustle foul, though.
Jordan Edwards has taken a couple hard hacks today, and she's hunched over at the free throw line.
If that was a football pass, that was a good defensive play, but unfortunately it's just basketball, and you could call the foul.
First free throw for Edwards is good. Nothing but net as Edwards finally cracks the scoreboard. Her first point of the night. She had 5 points in the victory against Chartiers Valley. Second free throw is good. 2 points for Jordan Edwards. Oakland Catholic pushes ahead, 1:50 left, second quarter, leading 14-7. Driving inside, dishing it off to Kukuro, and now Christian, top of the key. That one short, no good. D'Angelo gets the rebound. She's doubled inside, floats it to Sestrick. Sestrick drives. She tries to bounce past to Christian. Somehow gets it there, and now a foul is called as Paquette came out to double up on Christian, and Christian will go back to the line.
But another offensive rebound. Oakland Catholic coming up with those loose balls. Kromka with the reach in there. And Edwards still feeling it. She's crouched over just outside the arc.
First free throw is good. 7 points for Sierra Christian. She has to be near a double-double. I would say she has to have about 7 or 8 rebounds by this point. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Jackson, and now Edwards comes to collect the ball with 1:26 left in the second quarter. Kromka dribbles, and a touch foul on Sestrick.
Wow. Yeah, that's about all that. She barely put an arm on her.
She put the forearm on the hip, and
if you say so.
and it sends Kromka to the line, who has 1 point.
Of course, let me make my statement now. We're 100 feet away from the call. The referee's 10 feet, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
1-1 for Kromka. She misses. Rebound by Kukuro. Kromka 1 point. She had 12 in the victory against Chartiers Valley. That got the Gators here.
And why not hope for the last shot if you want? You're up by 8.
1:06 left, second quarter, 15-7.
And Gateway's in the zone, so they're the ones that have to come out and pressure.
Using the defense it did to cause havoc with the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars against Chartiers Valley. Ran a triangle and 2. Doubled up on Megan McConnell the whole game, who had just 12 points, one of the leading scorers in all of Class 5A girls.
And you love this strategy, don't you, Sean?
Huge fan. Huge fan. As we are down to the 30-second mark remaining in the first half. Oakland Catholic leads 15-7. 7 points and a half is something
Pitt knows.
Pitt, this 4 has seen before this year. As Pitt had trailed Virginia 30-7 at the half just about a week ago. And now Kukuro shoots a 3. She got contacted. Jackson grabs the rebound. She's doubled. She tries to throw it and throws it off Christian's leg. And it stays Gator basketball 15-7.
Yeah, got all ball in the three-point shot. So holding the ball for a minute, don't get a good quality shot.
In this low-scoring defensive game, both teams doing all it can to get inside, but great defense all the way around. And now a pass stolen by Christian. She couldn't hold on to it. Christian had a wide-open look at the basket for a three-pointer at the buzzer. But after 2 quarters of play, the score, Oakland Catholic leading Gateway 15-7, behind 7 points from Sierra Christian, a three-pointer by Mia Kukuro. Sierra D'Angelo had a 3 as well, and Alexis Sestrick had 2 points. And now we send it down to Paul Patera with head coach Shannon Kearney.
Coach, you have to be happy with the defense you saw from your team in the first half.
Absolutely, yeah. I think they're executing the game plan defensively.
What was the key for them holding Gateway to so few points?
To pressure the point guard and make sure that we have a really big presence in the post.
What will be the key for the second half to keep things going in your favor?
Defense and rebounding.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Take you back up to Sean Saputo and Lee Mohn up in the booth.
Thank you, Paul. As Coach Kearney, based off that interview, you could say very few words and has a lot of expectation for her Eagles coming the second half, as Gateway still has yet to even make it to the locker room. Gateway is staying out here right now.
Have not seen that ever before. I mean, I've been watching high school basketball for a lot of years, and I'll tell you, Coach is trying to prove a point right now. It's going to take 10 minutes of a timeout to be on the bench. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's a stage that you got to get used to at some point. It's a place where Gateway hasn't been since 1982. It has been 36 years since the Gateway Gators have played a WPIAL championship game in girls basketball. Lost to Baldwin back in 82 in the Quad A championship, 37-33. But this one has been very low scoring, as we have some stats that have come in. But before we get to our scoring recap, let's take a break. Is Oakland Catholic leading Gateway 15-7 at the half, and you are watching the 2018 WPIAL Girls Basketball Championship, sponsored by Carlow University, and it's here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlow. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveSYou.
Carlow University is a proud sponsor of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
380 Discount Warehouse in Murraysville carries a full line of brand new furniture at discount pricing. 380 Discount Warehouse carries Ashley, Liberty, Vaughn Bassett, and Best Home Furniture, and many more. You can special order your furniture at discount pricing. While you're there, shop the many other departments, including tools, automotive, food, pet and wildlife, household goods and cleaning supplies, lawn and garden, and seasonal holiday decor. Visit them on the web at shop380.com or on the road at Route 380 in Murraysville. Open Tuesday through Sunday 9 to 5. Shop 380 Discount Warehouse and save big.
Check out the new Trib Live High School Sports Network on social media this season for breaking news, scores, pictures, videos, links to our articles, and more. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram under the handle Trib Live HSSN. Get in the conversation on Facebook at facebook.com/Trib Live HSSN. And on our YouTube channel, you can find thousands of interviews with local student athletes and coaches, plus highlights and full games. The spot for Western Pennsylvania high school sports on social media this season is the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
For a weekly in-depth look at boys and girls high school basketball in the district, log on to the WPIAL Round Ball Report every Wednesday at 6 p.m. here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Join experts Chris Harlan, Sean Myers, and James Dotson for coaches' interviews and the latest hoops news around the WPIAL. Oh, and Don Rebel is back on the show as well. That's the WPIAL Round Ball Report, Wednesday at 6 p.m. here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. While the weather outside may be frightful, the winter high school sports is delightful. That's here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Log on to the Trib, hssn.triblive.com for weekly audio and video coverage of boys and girls high school basketball, WPIAL wrestling, and PIHL high school hockey. The warmth and the glow of the winter sports season may be heard daily on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Back on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. It's halftime with the Oakland Catholic Eagles leading the Gateway Gators 15-7 at the half, and we'll take a look now at our first half stats, and it's a scoring summary sponsored by UPMC Sports Medicine, powering the Stay Strong and Play On program with the Trib Live High School Sports Network. And Not a lot going on in the first half. Oakland Catholic, led by Sierra Christian, who is the main player so far tonight. She has 7 points and 6 rebounds. She's on her way to another double-double in the 2018 WPIAL Girls 5A playoffs. 2 3-pointers hit in the first half by the Oakland Catholic Eagles by Sierra D'Angelo and Mia Kukuro, who have 3 points apiece. And Alexis Sestrick has 2 foul shots to her total. And the numbers in the first half for Oakland Catholic shooting-wise: 3 for 18 from the floor, 1 of 7 on field goals, 2 of 11 from 3, and 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. For Gateway, the leading scorer is all three, Jordan Edwards, Maya Paquette, and Annie Garnis, with 2 points and 1 point for Mary Kromka. Gateway, 2 of 11 from the floor, 0 of 3 from 3, 2 for 14 total, 3 of 5 from the line. Oakland Catholic has out-rebounded Gateway 19-13. Oakland Catholic does have 4. Oakland Catholic does indeed have 4 offensive rebounds, both teams with 5 turnovers. And Lexi Jackson, the bright spot, with 9 rebounds on the afternoon, as we get ready to send it down to Paul Patero with Gateway head coach Curtis Williams.
Tough first half for you with only 7 points. What's going to be the key to get some offense generated in the second half?
Moving the ball, rebounding is probably the biggest thing for us. We got to get to the offensive board. We can't have all the one and dones, and really just execute in the half court. We didn't execute worth anything in the first half, so we've got to execute, run some of our sets and things that we do, and we'll be all right.
What kind of message did you have for them? Maybe a little tight here in the first half? What kind of message did you get them to get them settled in a little bit?
Yeah, I just basically told them to calm down, relax. All the nervousness is gone now. You know, it's just basketball. We've been playing basketball all year. This is our 26th game. You know, just relax and play and do what we do and go out and have fun.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck. Thank you. Take you back up to Sean Saputo and Lee Mohn back up in the booth.
Thank you, Paul. And I like that message that was conveyed by Coach Curtis Williams of Gateway. We've been playing basketball all season long, and this is what we need to do. Just go back and play our game.
It's just a game. They just got to realize it's just another game, even though, I mean, the stakes are a little bit higher, but forget about that. Go out, do what you do, know what you know, trust our system, trust what I tell you, and go execute. And I was going to say the same thing about Coach Williams, that the rebounding killed them in that first half. I mean, they really, especially in the offensive end, Oakland Catholic really, if they shot the ball even decent, this game wouldn't even be an 8-point game. This would be a 20-point game. So they got to do a better job of boxing out and getting those rebounds.
Now, you've been around this high school broadcasting thing longer than I have, and you mentioned that you saw what Gateway did during the half. They stayed out on this floor. What is your thought on keeping the team out on the floor? Do you like him saying, "Look, this is the stage you're playing on. It's just another game. Don't worry about the stage you're playing on." What do you think about that?
Well, apparently he did it for the semifinal game too, and it worked. So I've never seen it. I mean, but some coaches have different ways of motivating a team, and if that's one way of motivating your team, stay out on the floor. Hey, why not? You know, I'd like to see talk to other coaches and see if they maybe seen something like that happen before. But it's not a strange. You just don't see it in high school basketball. You see it more for, you know, maybe the junior high level or another level. But hey, why not? If that's what it's going to take, stay out on the floor, act like it's just a long timeout, and then you're going to continue this game. We're going to continue. You know, we're going to change things. Why not?
Gateway trailed in that semifinal game also, but just by a slim margin of 24-21.
Yeah, the good thing is it's only a half. So you know, that's the good thing right now. You have another 16 minutes to go now. Hey, Bishop Canevin got off to a rough start against East Allegheny, and then they came out in the second half and really, played well. And so you have another half to respond.
This is our 10th of 12 championships at the Petersen Event Center this weekend. On Friday night, 3 champions were crowned. Yesterday, 4 champions were crowned. On Friday, it was the Vincentian girls in Class 2A. It was the Vincentian boys in Class 1A in Lincoln Park. In Class 3A, yesterday in Class 1A girls, Winchester Thurston won a championship. In Class 2A boys, it was Swickley Academy. Also, Class 5A boys, the champions are the Mars Fighting Planets. And in Class 4A girls, the champion Cardinal World North Catholic on a buzzer beater against Beaver.
How about that, Tess Myers? Go ahead, I'll wait till a timeout.
Christian for three, and just like that out of the break, Sierra Christian hits double figures with a three. It is 18-7, largest lead of the afternoon for the Eagles.
And one thing Oakland Catholic did in that first half was employed that full court press, what did bother Gateway.
As the pass goes to Edwards, Edwards drops back, sends it around, and now just passing the ball between her and Guido, and now a shot from the top of the key, no good. Jackson can't collect the rebound. It goes in the hands of D'Angelo. And now Boyd runs in transition, back to the corner. Good fake, driving inside is Sestrick. She's blocked by Jackson. Rebound inside by Peachin. Peachin drives, dishes down low. D'Angelo slips, and now Gateway comes on the run with Guido. Guido drives inside, and she is just ripped to the basketball by Boyd. Like she took a handoff on the football field. Boyd crosses over now, goes up and under for the left hand, and she's going to the line. What a sequence of events for Jade Boyd.
You gotta be kidding me. Boy, what a swipe of the ball down there, getting all ball no hand and then driving coast to coast, drawing the foul. Great athletic play there by Jade Boyd, the junior.
First free throw off the rim and no good.
Well, usually you see that play and you'll have a foul of some sort called, but it sure looked like from up here it was all ball.
Second free throw up and coming, as checking out of the game is Guido. She is very displeased on the bench, and the second free throw falls as Boyd collects her first point of the night. 19-7, Oakland Catholic leads. Looking for redemption at the Petersen Event Center after falling last year to Chartiers Valley. Around the perimeter, stepping back is Edwards, looking for a screen. Christian doing a great job down low, guarding Jackson. Now Edwards sends it back to Jackson. Jackson drives, puts a shot up from the left block, no good. Rebound goes to Christian. Christian ahead, lobs one down low, and it is intercepted by Kropka. Paquette with it, regroups with Edwards.
Boy, Oakland Catholic doing a great job on Jackson. Anytime she touches the ball, she's been double teamed, and she hasn't unable to figure it out right now.
5:55 left, third quarter. Gateway trails 19-7. And a foul is called underneath the basket.
They're going to get Christian a little bit too much body on Jackson. They've been battling back and forth, and it was a matter of time. One of them two was going to get a foul.
Just her second foul, but a great job down low by Christian on Jackson today. As Jackson, in the last round against Chartiers Valley, was the difference. As Gateway misses a shot, rebound, Paquette no good, and then Christian collects the board. Now in transition, Boyd goes up and under. She's blocked by Jackson. And now a wide open transition attempt. Edwards takes the lead pass, and she lays it in with the left hand and draws the contact. And Edwards is headed to the stripe for a three-point play.
And Edwards going to come up limping just a little bit. But great lead pass there, and another block by Jackson. Boy, she's having a very good defensive game. Boy, Edwards reaching down low for some extra right now. You can see she's hurting, fighting through something. But finally picking up her first field goal of the game.
She had 5 in the last round. The Niagara recruit.
Hope she likes snow.
Free throw is up and good. 5 points for her. She leads all scorers for Gateway.
They got there, 15 inches up there over the weekend?
Oof. 2-3 zone now for the Gators. Boyd, Peachin, back to Boyd, now Sestrick. Down low to Kukuro, hand off D'Angelo. D'Angelo bobbles it on the right block, goes up and under, misses the lay-in, and Jackson collects Gateway takes over, trailing by 9 with 5:05 left in the third.
Yeah, good defense there, Jackson. Just staying there with the arms up, tough to get up and over.
Kromka drives inside, and she gets a riding foul. Boyd draws the contact, and he's showing it here. Just a slight bump as Boyd picks up her third foul.
I guess the forearm was leaning a little bit too hard, I guess.
Inbound to Kromka. Kromka drives, left lane. Boyd has to let her go, and she misses the wide open layup. D'Angelo gets the rebound, transition attempt for the Eagles. Boyd at the top of the key, pull up for 3, front rim no good, rebounded by Jackson. Jackson ahead, she stops her dribble, sends it to Kromka. Gateway wants to get back into this one quickly, got to get Jackson rolling. Jackson looking to set a screen. Kromka sends it across. Now down low to Jackson. Great pass inside. She goes up, but not strong enough. Kukuro bats it out of bounds, and Gateway holds possession. Jackson just tried using her height on that one rather than going up strong to the hoop.
Yeah, Jackson's having problems catching that ball inside also.
So the 6-footer Kukuro is doing a great job inside. Now a pass down low, Kromka. She's stuck up by D'Angelo, throws it up and in. Laying it up is Mary Kromka. She's got 3 points, and it's 19-12. Gateway on a mini 5-0 run.
Nice job not panicking though there by Kromka.
Lob pass Sestrick, looked for the 3 from the right wing, pull up jumper from the right, oh no good, rebound inside. Jackson and D'Angelo tie up, and it goes to the Gators.
Both teams trying to call timeout, but you're not going to get a timeout when both teams have a hold of the ball. So, good strategy, but unfortunately cannot do it as Crescent checks back in, or excuse me, Cornish checks back in for Gateway.
2-2-1 press zone by Oakland Catholic, and didn't even need it as the pass goes off Jackson's hands out of bounds on the near sideline with 3:45 left in the third. Turnover for the Gators, trailing by 7.
Yeah, Coach Williams was looking for a timeout, and the ball was rolling off of Jackson before they looked over.
Peachin just in front of the half-court circle. Sends it to Sestrick. Sestrick back around. Pulling back is Peachin. Peachin hands it off, gets it back, regroups. Toss over to Sestrick. Sestrick holding. 3:16 left third quarter. 19-12 Eagles. Peachin. Sestrick. Very slow offense by Oakland Catholic. Killing a lot of time. Now a double in the left corner. Sestrick pulls out. Resets. Just running around the court. And now a timeout is called by Oakland Catholic. Must not have liked what they saw.
Timeout, Oakland.
Maybe I'll go get a cup of coffee. I'll just let you take over. Oakland Catholic in no hurry whatsoever as Gateway continues to sit in that zone. Remind everybody, if you're a working professional ready to move up in your career, Seton Hill University has a program just for you. Seton Hill's adult degree program offers flexible undergraduate degree courses in areas like accounting, criminal justice, business, and human services. The adult degree program has 5 start dates a year and offers convenient course times, financial aid, a 96% placement rate, and career services for life. Register for their next info session and learn more at setonhill.edu/adp. Seton Hill University, this way up.
Let's take a look at how these teams got here. Let's take a look at the 5A bracket as a whole. Trinity defeated Plum to move on and face Oakland Catholic, who defeated South Fayette 63-42 in the quarterfinal round. Mars defeated Uniontown 54-33 to face Hampton in the quarterfinal after Hampton defeated Connellsville. And then Oakland Catholic beating Trinity 55-46. Mars defeated Hampton 48-41, and then Oakland Catholic upending Mars to get here. Take a look at the right side of the bracket in just a moment as Oakland Catholic continues to run the high perimeter. Gets a screen from Christian. Boyd runs all the way down towards the left wing, stops at the left wing, gets a screen, and pulls all the way back up towards half court. Now looks to drive right lane, and a foul is called.
Yeah, Coach Williams not happy with that foul. I think they're going to get Williams.
Called it on Guido.
Guido, excuse me, for a second.
And now Gateway calls the timeout with 2:17 left in the third quarter. Oakland Catholic leading 19-12. The right side of this bracket in Class 5A was the champions of Class 5A Section 2, Thomas Jefferson, where these two teams come from in Section 2. Thomas Jefferson routed Montour 84-45 in the first round. Gateway defeated Ringgold 39-28. Then West Allegheny defeated Woodland Hills, and then Chartiers Valley defeated Armstrong. West Allegheny lost to Chartiers Valley, and then Gateway upended Thomas Jefferson 57-54 in overtime. And then Gateway a 44-42 victory over the Colts in the semifinals.
And we'll touch on the state playoffs later on, as Thomas Jefferson and Trinity are both made it to the PIAAs along with these two teams, and Mars and Char Valley.
All about seeding at this point. As Sestrick passes Kukuro for three. That one short, no good. Rebounded inside by Paquette. And now Gateway elects to bring the offensive head, rather run in transition. And now a pass looking for Kromka goes well out of bounds by Edwards. Not sure if she slipped while throwing that pass.
No, this is a miscommunication. And I'm glad the camera wasn't on Coach Williams, because it was not a pleasant sight. Very animated at that time of that bad pass.
Boyd with the basketball.
And you can only coach so much. Players got to execute.
Sestrick telling his defense to come out and guard that high offensive run, and then Sestrick passes it out to Boyd. 1:30 left, third quarter, 19-12, reset.
Yeah, Gateway's back. It had to go in the man, it looks like now.
Oakland Catholic seems prepared to just run the ball around the perimeter. And then if they have an open lane, go for it. D'Angelo drives inside, throws up a right-handed hook shot, no good. Went for a rebound, and she pushes Jackson with the basketball out of bounds, and it stays with Oakland Catholic with 1:09 left in the third.
Yeah, Jackson just not strong enough to get that rebound, as D'Angelo was hounding her from behind. Knocking it out off of her and out of bounds.
Joel Jenkins checks in for Gateway. And the Christian now wide open three, top of the key for Boyd, no good. Jackson collects the rebound with one arm. And Gateway runs ahead.
Boy, Oakland Catholic just not shooting the ball well at all, but they still have a 7-point lead.
Oakland Catholic just one field goal in this quarter. And it was a three-pointer early by Christian on the first possession of the quarter, and now a shot by Jenkins. That one airmailed, rebounded inside, and a bounce pass by Guido into Kromka, and she is fouled. And a chance at the stripe for Kromka.
Boy, great hustle there by Gateway, keeping that ball in bounds. It's a good job there by Guido. They said keeping it in. Kromka's going to try to earn those 2 points from the line, but Guido with the great hustle.
First free throw. Off the side of the rim, no good. Kromka 0 for 3 from the stripe. Gateway as a team 3 for 6 so far. The second free throw for the junior. Off the rim, no good. Kromka 0 for 4 from the line. Gateway trails 19-12, 30 seconds left in the third.
Think they'll hold for one?
Peachin to Sestrick. Sestrick dribbles around the arc, pulls back. She gets poked off the ball by Edwards. Now a pass to Sproul. Sproul crosses over. Back to Kukuro. Reset with Sestrick. 10 seconds left in the third. Sestrick dribbles all the way around to the right corner. Passes to D'Angelo. D'Angelo inside, now drops it off, and now a shot by Peach, and that one no good. Rebounded by Guido, and Guido just tosses it to the official at half court. And that is 3 quarters of play in the book from the Petersen Event Center. It's Oakland Catholic 19, Gateway 12 as we head to the fourth quarter. You are watching the 2018 WPIAL Girls Basketball Championships, sponsored by Carlow University here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Check out the new and improved Trib Live High School Sports Network website every day. Log on to tribhssn.triblive.com for all the schedules, the scores, the standings, great articles, and features from around the WPIAL. And, of course, live and archived broadcasts. If you are a high school sports fan, the only website you will need is the new Trib Live High School Sports Network at tribhssn.triblive.com.
The score after 3 quarters of play at the Petersen Event Center is 19-12. The Oakland Catholic Eagles just 8 minutes away from a potential WPIAL championship. It would be its first since 2006. And for Gateway, only a one-time customer of the WPIAL championships lost its lone chance in 1982 to Baldwin, 37-33.
If I'm not mistaken, it'll be Oakland Catholic. If they hang on, it'll be number 15 overall. They had a dominant program there for a while. And getting back into that dominance the second year now.
Pull-up jumper from the foul line. That one's good. Abby Peachin hits Oakland Catholic's first field goal in the last 8 minutes.
But you still have a 9-point lead.
And it's just 21-12. Edwards has to get something going for this Gateway offense, and they turn the ball over.
This defense has been outstanding on Jackson. Lexi, every time she touches the ball or it gets close to the ball, she has 1, 2, sometimes 3 people on her. Not able to solve that.
Jackson does not have a single point in this contest.
Yeah, between Kukuro, D'Angelo, down low.
Boyd sends it to the top of the key where Peachin takes over. She stops in the P of the center court circle, guarded and getting past Garnis. Dribbling around, handoff, Peachin drives inside, dish back to Kukuro, hands it off to D'Angelo, right hand layup is good. 5 points for D'Angelo, 23-12.
We've been seeing that all day long for Oakland Catholic, making that extra pass.
Driving inside is Kromka. She misses, gets her own offensive board, backs down Kukuro, and Kromka will head to the line to shoot 2.
I believe that should go on Kukuro. Good job on that offensive rebound. Good defense there by Boyd, but Kukuro there grabbing that own rebound.
Reached over at the last second.
It's her, I believe it's her first.
First free throw, no good. Mary Kromka, 0 for 5 from the free throw line. Second free throw. That one's good. 4 points for Kromka. And it's 23-13. 6:37 left, fourth quarter. Handoff. Peachin dribbling around, crosses over, drives right lane, and foul is called.
Gonna call that on Jenkins. She's the spark plug off the bench when boy Jenkins comes in. A lot of energy. I agree with you, Sean. Little touch foul. This is once that player gets by, these referees don't want him to touch him.
Inside, and a great play defensively by Kromka to get it to Edwards on the steal. Edwards drives herself, right hand layup is good.
That's
Edwards, 7 points. 23-15, and Gateway calls a quick timeout with 6:20 left in the fourth. So they want to talk it over now that the offense picks up a field goal.
That's where Jordan Edwards is at her best in that open turf there, open court. Good job by her splitting that defense. You can see the speed that she has to be able to split that defense. Yeah, we're talking a little earlier about Tess Myers. I went to share, I was reading one of the local newspapers and saying Tess Myers hit that winning shot, and her dad played back for Borough High School back 39 years ago and lost in a championship game. And I was unable to, they lost to Beaver Falls, I believe it was, but Tess, playing for North Catholic, able to hit that winning shot. So saying, hey, Dad, I can do it. No, just kidding. But what a great shot by Tess driving the length of the court. It was fun to watch. Yeah, I was able to watch a lot of those games thanks to Trib Live for broadcasting all 12 games here. I mean, they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Really, not just because I'm here. Not just because I'm working for Trib Live. I mean, everything's just been great being able to watch it at home.
Yeah. Fantastic job by every party involved. Our video crew this weekend has done a great job, and thank you to the video crew who's put in numerous hours along with everybody else around the Trib Live High School Sports Network to bring you continuing coverage of the championships. And a wide open lane off the timeout. Alexis Sestrick gets her first field goal of the night and makes it a 10-point game again, 25-15.
Yeah, caught Lexi Jackson flat-footed, and she never caught up.
Great screen inside Edwards. Now Kromka for three left wing. She hits. Mary Kromka coming on for the Gators as she ties the team high with 7. Boyd, though, quickly ahead. Drop back. Peachin drives inside. Kicks it to D'Angelo. Hand off and a reset with Sestrick. Pushes off a touch. Drives inside. Kick out Boyd, left wing. Back to D'Angelo. Now Kukaro. And a double dribble caught on Kukaro, a turnover, and the Gators get possession of the basketball. She picked up her dribble ever so slightly.
Yep. And give the referee credit on that call, because you will not see that often, but this is why these referees are here.
Inbound to Edwards. 5:23 left, fourth quarter, 25-18. Oakland Catholic leads. Kromka drives, right hand, lays it in. Kromka's got 9, the lead's cut to 5. 25-20 as the offense is picked up in the fourth quarter.
Mary Kromka's picked up the whole team so far. You can hear the Gateway faithful now coming to their feet.
She may be 1 of 6 from the line, but she's helping out her team, and Kukaro airmails a 3 from the right corner. Guido gets the rebound, Edwards ahead.
Coach Williams is saying, push it, push it.
These two teams were shooting 15% for Oakland Catholic and Gateway 20% heading into this quarter. Crossover, gets a screen from Jackson as Edwards pull up from the elbow. That's good. Gateway has cut the deficit to 3. It is a 7-0 Gator run, and a timeout is called by Oakland Catholic. 9 points for Jordan Edwards. And the Gators have shown signs of life in the fourth quarter.
What a great comeback here by Gateway. Boy, it started with Kromka driving into the lane not once but twice, and then Edward coming up with the rebounds on the other end. Good job there in the open floor by Jordan Edwards, and boy, that's how you do it. Try to make this comeback, and the Gateway faithful getting excited here, cutting the lead to 3, and this Gateway team has not played well through 3 quarters, but starting the fourth, this is the Gateway team that the fans are used to seeing all year long.
Let's put it this way. With 4:28 left in the fourth quarter, Gateway now trails 25-22. Gateway scored in the first 3 quarters 4 points, 3 points, 5 points by quarter. In the last minute, Gateway has scored 7 points, which tops each individual quarter-by-quarter score the Gators had in this one.
Got to hand it to them. One thing it has not let up all day for Gateway is the defensive pressure, and that's what creeping them back into this game.
And now nobody paying attention to Christian as she has a free run to the hoop going up with Jackson. Jackson stays on her toes, and a great job by Christian to lay it in. 12 for Christian. And Edwards gets knocked down on the inbounds.
I think they're going to get Sestrick at the loose ball foul.
And they do get Sestrick. It's only the 6th-team foul, though.
It's her 3rd foul, though. Team 6th of the half. So next foul will put Gateway into the one-on-one.
Into Jackson, hand off to Kromka. Kromka ahead looking for a screen. She gets one. Driving, kick out, Guido. Guido stops, back to Kromka. Kromka gets a screen from Guido. Heads towards the top of the key, spins around to Edwards. Edwards backs off. Inside to Jackson, goes up and under Christian. She misses the lay-in. Guido the rebound and the layup. Jenna Guido's first 2 of the night, and it's 27-24.
Oh, good job there, Guido, to get around her man, get around that box. Able to sneak in, get that offensive rebound.
Peachin directing traffic, gets past her defender, floats one, no good, off the backboard, and Kromka gets the board. Kromka pushes ahead. Peachin comes back to help. So does Boyd. Edwards at the top of the key, awaiting a screen by Garnis, but she gets one from Jackson. 3 left wing, hit it! Edwards with 12. We are not in it. 27 with 3:10 left in the 4th. Boyd, though, coast to coast, misses. Jackson grabs the board. Gateway looking for its first lead. Gateway has not led in this one. Inside to Jackson. Jackson, turnaround. Her shot short, no good. Goes over Christian to get the rebound. Guido shoots. She's off the back rim, and D'Angelo takes the rebound.
There was no one there for the offensive boards. It was 1-on-4.
Boyd gets past one defender. Christian, a 3 left wing. That one short. Jackson tips the board to Guido. 2:30 left, 4th quarter, tied at 27. Jackson for 3 left wing off the glass and misses. D'Angelo gets the board. Boyd gets contacted with Garnis and the foul, and stops the clock with 2:21 left in the 4th quarter.
4 fouls now for Gateway. Boy, that's 2 shots in a row there, Sean. Nobody underneath the board. All 4 players were outside the arc on those shots.
And so there's a timeout called by Oakland Catholic. We'll take a short one as well. Score 27-27. This is the 2018 Girls Basketball Championship, sponsored by Carlow University on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlow. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveSYou.
Carlow University is a proud sponsor of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Well, if you like low-scoring defensive basketball games, this is yours to watch. 27-27 with 2:21 left in the 4th quarter. Gateway has stormed back into this game.
Well, we said the game might be like this, and now Gateway goes back into their 2-3 zone. So will Oakland Catholic hold for the next 2 minutes. Interesting, because the man and the pressure got them back into this game.
And a foul is called on the far side of the floor. Call is on Jenkins.
You could almost call that for an intentional foul.
Which isn't bad for Gateway, though, as Gateway is probably trying to get itself into a situation where if something happens where they need to foul, they don't have fouls to give. With only 5 team fouls.
I think Coach Williams is telling Coach Jenkins make it a little less obvious.
Minute 50 left, 4th quarter. 27-27 inside, kick out. D'Angelo, now Boyd. Boyd in the half-court circle, over to the right wing. Peachin dribbles around, crosses over, double team, backs off, handoff Boyd. Guarded by Paquette. Dribbles around, floats it to Sestrick. Sestrick dribbles around the arc, dishes inside the paint to Peachin. Now Boyd, top of the key for 3. Front rim, off the back, no good, out of bounds to the Gators. Off the hand of Sierra Christian, out of bounds. And now Checking back in is Garnis.
We hold the ball for a minute, and that was a contested three. Boyd had some room, but come up short. The Eagles have not shot the ball well from the outside today.
Edwards gets the basketball. 1:15 left in the fourth, tied at 27.
Time for the senior to take over.
Edwards getting a screen. Garnis getting shoved in the back. Down low, Jackson lays up. No good. Rebounded inside by Sestrick. Jackson still scoreless today. And now a drive and a blocking foul is called on Garnis. And that is just the 16th foul on Gateway as Garnis tried to set her feet in the half-court circle to draw the contact.
Yeah, that's one of those fouls that wasn't as obvious anyways. So down to 56 seconds to go, and we get a tie ball game.
Inbound Boyd to Peachin. Under a minute left, 50 seconds, that is, in the fourth quarter in the Class 5A Girls Championship. Peachin drives baseline, kicks to D'Angelo on the right elbow, back to Christian left wing. Reset with Boyd. Oakland Catholic running a slow offense. No fouls to give for either team anymore. Driving around Edwards, guarding Boyd, back to Peachin. Peachin around the arc. Guarded tightly by Jenkins. Now it's the Sestrick. She bounces off Guido. Gets past her momentarily to the right corner. Now D'Angelo pulls back. 18 seconds left in the fourth. Oakland Catholic may hold for the last shot. We've yet to see an overtime game at the Petersen Event Center today, and we have a foul called, and it's on Sierra Christian for an illegal screen. With 8 seconds left, Sierra Christian gets an illegal screen call as she went to set it, stuck the knee out, and picks up the illegal screen. Gateway will get the ball back. Oakland Catholic used a minute of clock running around and will not even get the chance to hit the last shot in the fourth quarter.
And I believe Gateway might call timeout. They should call timeout here.
Only one timeout is left for the Gators.
I'll tell you, and
they'll use it.
Yeah, they're going to call the timeout. That's a gutsy call by the referee too, because you don't, especially with time running down, you got to make sure 100% that that's the call, and it's an obvious call. And by the judgment, by the replay that everybody saw, sure looked like that knee that was not set and did trip her up. And you got to make the call. You got to give the referee credit in that situation, Sean.
27, 8 seconds left, and Christian turned her body.
Yeah, if she stays set, if she stays square, you're going to be okay. But she was turned, as you said, and you can see by that replay, and here it is again. You can look, and you can see turning and sort of leaning in a little bit.
Slightly sticking that knee out as well.
And then that's going to get the call. And now Gateway has, now I won't say bad for as much as they've struggled all day long, they have a chance to win this ball game.
And they do, and let's add to the twist of this, the ultimate irony behind it. Sierra Christian picks up a foul with 8.2 seconds left. Oakland Catholic doing nothing but killing clock. She picks up the crucial foul, at least as of right now. If Gateway was to hit a shot, the former Gator picks up the foul that gives Gateway the ball and a chance to take the game-winning shot. 8.2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 27-27, the ball's going to Edwards. Inbound, Edwards, ahead, stops behind the three-point line, steps up, jumper, she hits with 3 seconds left. Oakland Catholic calls a timeout. Jordan Edwards hits from 18 feet, and the Gators take the lead, 29-27 with 1.7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 14 for the senior that's going to Niagara. But she and her Gators are just 1.7 seconds away from a WPIAL championship. They might add some time, though.
Yeah, they're going to definitely add some time. I would think they're going to add at least a second and a half on this, but a great job on the entry pass. They left her alone. They thought maybe she might drive, but she's going to pull up with a 17-footer. Nothing but net. They're going to add 2 seconds to the clock. They're going to put 3.7 on the clock now. So the thing is, you got to drive the length of the floor. Remember, Gateway does not have a foul to give, Sean. So if the foul that does a foul, it's going to be a one-on-one. So you got to play tough man-to-man defense right now.
The Gateway Gators won the 2017 WPIAL Football Championship, and now the Gateway Gators are looking to win the 2018 5A Girls Basketball Championship. Here it is again. Edwards pull up from 17. Kukuro late stepping out to play defense. And the Gators have taken the lead for the first time today. 29-27 with 3.7 seconds left.
And what set that play is Gardner set a great screen in that inbound pass to free up Jordan Edwards. So here we go.
Inbound is Peachin. Gators in a full court. Peachin runs the line, gets it off. Sestrick from half court. Heads inside. She doesn't get a shot off. The Gators are WPIAL champions for the first time in program history.
Final score, Gateway Gators 29, Oakland Catholic Eagles 27.
Let the celebration begin in Monroeville, PA, Sean. What a great job by Gateway. Being outplayed for 3 quarters, but made the 4th quarter great comeback. And the senior, Jordan Edwards, taking the team up on her back along with Mary Kromka. Those two put on a show in the 4th quarter. And the celebration is going on here at the Petersen Event Center.
Oakland Catholic had a shot, 3.7 seconds left, got the ball to Sestrick, who ran the entire floor but never took a peek at the clock to see how much time she had. And by the time she hit the open area on the floor, the clock runs out. And the Gateway Gators, for the first time in program history, are WPIAL girls basketball champions.
Boy, what a game. What a game. The first 3 quarters, we're sitting here thinking, wow, great effort by these two teams. But boy, they put on a show, saved the best for last in the 4th quarter. And boy, you got a feel for Oakland Catholic leading the whole way until the final seconds.
Jordan Edwards, the senior, 9 points in the 4th quarter. She had 12 in the second half. And the same can be said for Mary Kromka, who had 6 in the 4th quarter and 8 in the second half. 20 of Gateway's points in the second half, of Gateway's 23 points in the second half. 21, come from Kromka and Edwards. And Gateway rides an 18-point 4th quarter to the WPIAL championship, holding Oakland Catholic in all 4 quarters to less than 10 points.
We now ask fans to turn their attention to the court for the medal ceremony.
As they get ready to hand out the medals to Oakland Catholic. And while Oakland Catholic gets their medals, how about we do a quick scoring summary sponsored by UPMC Sports Medicine, powering the Stay Strong and Play On program.
Yeah, I'm missing 2 points from Gateway, so you can help me out. I'll take away with Oakland Catholic. 12 points for Sierra Christian, 5 points for Sierra D'Angelo, 3 points for Mia Kukuro, 4 points for Alexis Sestrick, 1 for Jade Boyd, 2 for Abby Peachin. Oakland Catholic, 8 for 10 from the free throw line, which they did a good job there for the Oakland Catholic, but unfortunately not good enough for the Gateway Gators. Leading the way, Jordan Edwards with 14. None bigger than the final 2 with 3.7 seconds to go. Got Mary Kromka with 9, 2 points for Garnis, 2 points for Paquette, and I'm missing a 2 somewhere there.
Guido.
Thank you. 2 for, there it is right there. 2 for Jenna Guido. Gateway, 5. I have 5 of 10 from the free throw line, but boy, you got to give them credit. They hung in.
As we are going over our scoring recap, and that was a wild game. Wild. And Gateway in the first half, through 3 quarters, had made 4 field goals the entire game and shot 20% from the floor. And then all of a sudden in the 4th quarter, 18 points out of nowhere And now we get ready to send it down to PA announcer Dawn Rebel momentarily for the medal ceremony for Gateway. But
well, guess what? The halftime strategy worked to staying on the bench again, Sean. That's 2 games in a row. What are they doing? And they let them stay on the bench. They come out second half. They play much better, and guess what? They're going on
for the second time in a row. Gateway comes back, and now we send it to Dawn Rebel for the medal ceremony for the Gateway Gators.
Number 3, Joelle Jenkins. Number 10, Haley King. Number 11, Jordan Edwards. Number 13, Jenna Guido. Number 14, Lexi Jackson. Number 23, Imani Alexander. Number 25, Annie Garnis. Number 34, Mary Kromka. Number 35, Maya Paquette. Number 40, Pauline White. Number 42, Dora Allen. Number 55, Sarah DeAndres. Assistant coach, William Battles. Assistant coach, Alexis Smith. Scorekeeper, Yvette Williams. Athletic trainer, Chris Klecker. And the head coach of the Gateway Gators, Curtis Williams. Gateway improves to 23-3, and they will open up the PIAA state playoffs on Saturday, March 10th, against the number 6 team out of the WPIAL, the Trinity Hillers. James Buford from Ready Nutrition.
So the Gateway Gators are WPIAL champions for the first time in program history, and we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we will go over our final scoring summary, and we will highlight and set up the Class 5A state playoffs. And you are watching the 2018 WPIAL girls basketball playoffs, and it's here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Inside the WPIAL Wrestling Circle every Monday at 7 o'clock on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Each week, we'll take a look at the latest happenings on the mat from around the WPIAL, talk with coaches, and get you set for what's to come as the season rolls on. Come out and see us every Monday as the show we broadcast live from 40 Bar and Grill just west of Washington on Route 40, inside the WPIAL Wrestling Circle, every Monday night at 7 o'clock, only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
AstroTurf, a pioneer in sports surfacing, proudly supports high school athletics. Visit one of their 280 fields in the tri-state area to see their cutting-edge technology. AstroTurf's focus on R&D enables them to provide innovative surfaces that protect athletes and stand the test of time. AstroTurf now propels performance with iconic turf fields and legendary Recor-Tan tracks. They manufacture, build, and maintain a full range of turf and track systems for total quality control. Learn more at astroturf.com.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Check out the new and improved Trib Live High School Sports Network website every day. Log on to hssn.triblive.com for all the schedules, the scores, the standings, great articles, and features from around the WPIAL. And, of course, live and archived broadcasts. If you are a high school sports fan, the only website you will need is the new Trib Live High School Sports Network at hssn.triblive.com.
Back at the Petersen Event Center, Gateway 29-27 victors over Oakland Catholic in a hard-fought game. Final numbers, Gateway shoots 34% from the floor, 11 of 32. Oakland Catholic 25.7% from the floor, 9 for 35. Gateway 9 of 25 from 2. Oakland Catholic 6 of 18. And here's the telltale sign right here. Despite the 8 for 10 from the foul line for Oakland Catholic and 5 for 10 for Gateway, Oakland Catholic goes 3 of 17 from 3. Gateway goes just 2 of 7. And Gateway ends up out-rebounding Oakland Catholic 30-28. Oakland Catholic with 12 turnovers to Gateway's 8th. Gateway ends on a 14-2 run. Lexi Jackson, despite no points, has 15 rebounds. Edwards with 4 steals. Christian had 8 rebounds, just 2 in the second half. D'Angelo with 7. And the state title picture set as well, Lee, as it is going to be number 1 Gateway, number 2 Oakland Catholic. It'll be number 3 Chartiers Valley, number 4 Mohn, number 5 Thomas Jefferson, and number 6 Trinity, who will face the Gateway Gators in the first round of the Class 5A state basketball playoffs for the girls.
And Oakland Catholic will get the 3rd seed out of District 10, and that's going to start next Saturday. Site and time to be determined, but good thing for both those teams. Both will be playing home district advantage in the first round. So they will not have to travel to Erie in the 18 inches of snow.
Yeah.
Will Oakland Catholic. So congratulations to Gateway and Oakland Catholic. He's still got another season to go. The road to Hershey is up next.
Yep. And we have ourselves a brief break here at the Petersen Event Center until we hit the nightcaps. The 7 o'clock game is North Allegheny and Peters Township for the Class 6A girls crown. And the 6A boys game is Penn Hills versus Pine Richland, that game at 9 o'clock. But that'll do it from the Petersen Event Center for the Class 5A Girls Championship. Final score, Gateway 29 and the Oakland Catholic Eagles 27. Gateway first-time WPIAL champions. And thank you for joining us here on exclusive coverage of the Trib Live High School Sports Network's 2018 Girls Basketball Championships, sponsored by Carlow University.
You have been listening to exclusive coverage of the 2018 WPIAL basketball playoffs on the Trib Live High School Sports Network, sponsored by UPMC Sports Medicine, home of the Stay Strong and Play On program, by Seton Hill University, This Way Up, by Excella Health, proud sponsor of the Trib High School Sports Network studios, by AstroTurf, by Carlow University, sponsor of the 2018 WPIAL girls basketball playoffs, and by Trib Total Media. For updates on the path to the Pete, log on every day to hssn.triblive.com. The preceding has been an exclusive presentation of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.